Preds in losing to the Dallas Stars?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things to sort of analyze here. I mean, the biggest problem with the Predators this season, I think, was their power play. It was the worst power play in franchise history, in my opinion. I mean, it's pretty close to the worst power play that most teams have even seen. They were at 0 for 15 in the playoffs after going to 12% efficiency rating in the regular season. So that's one place to start, and I think that was the big focus of Wednesday's end-of-season press conference with Peter Laviolette and David Boyle. And Laviolette had a very long answer about the power play. Well, probably the longest he's ever talked about one thing at a press conference before. Basically saying that all the things they tried to do to fix it, really, I mean, I don't know who created is Ryan Ellis, who is just about to start his brand new contract, 8 years, $50 million this year. He is a contract you could trade, and a player that, to be honest, I think the Predators need less of a player like him, who is rather small and he's got some speed, but have played really pretty terrible throughout the playoffs. And they need to upgrade their offense. They need to exchange a defensive player for a more offensive one, and I think that they've got the three players can be gone, with my money being most on Ryan Allen.
Okay, now you mentioned Allen.
That the team would be willing to take on as well, or that a team would want, rather. I could see a team. Another reason for doing that, by the way, is because the player Daugherty, who came in and played, I thought, very, very well, would fit perfectly right alongside Roman Josi right now. I think Daugherty would be perfect in the top four. So you've already got a guy there that can take his spot, and Ryan Ellis could be shipped to get someone else. So I think that there's definitely going to be some sort of a trade with one of those guys, I think.
You know, I hesitate to say this because I didn't think he played particularly well in the fifth game, save for that 3 saves in succession midway through the first period. But I thought the sixth game really did cement Pekka Rinne as the goalie of the now. I know there was a little bit of talk, should it be Saros, should it be Rinne after that game in the sixth game, but going, 70 throughout and such. Yeah, eventually he was beat for the game winner, but I mean, do you think that Rinne, am I so, out of it that I think Rinne actually strengthened his role as the starting goalie of the Predators, even as he'll be 37 next year?
Yeah, I don't think he would be able to tell you first. The first thing they would tell you is that his defense was terrible. I mean, the Predators in the regular season allowed around 25 or 26 scoring chances per game, and that's 425, something like that. They allowed about 35 per game in that series with Dallas, so about 10 more per game, and about 3 or 4 of those are of the high danger variety. So he's having to not only stop regular shots, but he's having to stop about 4 or 5 extra high danger chances per game, and any analysis of this season. I do not think that Peter Laviolette needs to be replaced, and I think David Boyle has already said that Laviolette's going nowhere, so I think that's the right decision. I think it's the defense. I think you have to restructure that defense and figure out what is the next level of a defense in the NHL look like, because whereas 2 years ago a young, small, mobile, skilled defenseman was the way to go, the league has changed instantly over the last 2 years, and you need something else. So I just don't think that it's where it needs to be. I don't know necessarily if he's improved his play, but I think he's without a doubt the starter again next year for sure, assuming that the defense can be better in front of him.
Peter Laviolette coming back, you mentioned, the Predators maybe becoming the Pittsburgh Steelers in terms of keeping coaches, because usually in the NHL, a coach is here today, gone tomorrow. But just like Barry Trotz, that really you don't feel that he's on the hot seat, Laviolette. So I wanted to, though, mention you spoke of improving the defense. Another thing that NHL.com points out, signing Roman Josi on the blue line, 41 assists. He's got, I believe, 1 year left on his contract. How important is Josi going forward, getting that deal done?
Well, David Poyle mentioned on Wednesday that they would be working on signing an extension for him as soon as they can on July 1st. They can start negotiating on July 1st. Of course, they can negotiate before that, in other ways. But I think that they're going to sign Roman Josi to a long-term extension. I think for Josi, I think that they will make him basically a retire a Predator. I don't think they're going to let him go anywhere. I think they really like him as a player. And that's why, again, I think another reason why they probably would part with someone like Ryan Ellis, because they need the money to keep the defenseman who played well. I think Roman Josi had a better season than Ryan Ellis, offensively and defensively. He's the captain of the team. I don't think they're in any mood to make a fourth captain over the past 5 seasons. Of course, they went from Shea Weber to Mike Fisher and now to Roman Josi. I don't think they want to change that and go with another captain. I think that there's no way they don't sign Roman Josi to some sort of an extension beyond this year.
Well, I want to ask how you think Josi, just playing the point on the power play. Of course, they didn't get any power play goals in the series against the Stars. Worst power play in the league. The best player I ever saw, a defenseman, I thought, in terms of keeping the puck in the zone and, be in play for 2 minutes was Sergei Zubov from back in the day, about a decade or so ago with the Stars. I want to ask you...
It's Zubov and it's Lidstrom. Those are the two you think of that are just the classic power play blue liners.
Oh, the 1 year he played for the Penguins, I think they almost had 40% on a power play. It was just absurd. But anyhow, and just he didn't get along with Mario Lemieux, so there was that, But the one thing I wanted to say was that, who do you think, has that ability? Certainly I don't want to compare him to Zubov, but to be that person, does Josi have that? Does Subban still have that? Who can man that point on the power play going forward for it to improve? Is it on the roster?
Need to have a defenseman out there. I want to say that it was Vegas. In Vegas in Game 7, Vegas against San Jose. They went with 6 forwards on the ice with the extra skater when they pulled in order and scored a goal to tie the game late. Of course, they lost in overtime, but it's pretty rare that teams actually try to do that, and you rarely see power plays with 5 guys. Why not go with 5 forwards? See what happens. It can't be worse than it was this year. And here's the thing about Roman Josi: when he's out there, he's really not at the blue line playing that sort of top of the blue line quarterback, so to speak, like Subban does that, but Roman Josi doesn't. Roman Josi sits down, trying towards the circle. He's trying to play passes. He's trying to skate around. He's playing more like a forward. Well, get a forward out there and a little bit better with this.
Of A to Z Sports Nashville, I want to ask you, can I keep you another segment, another 10 minutes and going through the break here? I'd love to ask you your feelings on the playoffs, a couple of other questions about the Predators. Do you have the time to go to 1:43 Eastern, 12:43 Central?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that because I'm really enjoying talking to him. We're finding out what's wrong with the Preds. Tri-City Sports Now. And he doesn't like Taylor Swift. That's the thing.
I was just making fun of the whole.
I'm sorry. I saw that, and